Alright, now of course, anime characters get violated all the time, but today we're gonna look at the ones who did like absolutely nothing wrong and still got done dirty, or just hoed, period. With that said, let's get into it. Now, tragic backstories and anime characters pretty much go hand in hand already, so this isn't gonna be about that exactly, because like who doesn't have a fucked up life at this point? It would probably be easier to like list who does have a good life. So this is definitely gonna be more situational, and to do this and do it right, I actually brought in some help.
What's poppin', y'all? It's your boy Akite.
And trust, we're definitely gonna sort this out for y'all. So off for it, we gotta get into MoMo from Bleach because oh my god, I don't know what she did to get violated so badly by Aizen. I get some of it was to just fuck with Toshiro, but some of this was just totally unnecessary. So first off, Momo's whole admiration and love for Aizen was all based on that fake persona he was putting on. So that's definitely where the manipulation started in the first place. So after Aizen's death, Momo obviously was broken up about it. Understandable, but after getting one last love letter from Aizen, what she picked up from it was that her good friend Toshiro had something to do with it, so that convinced her enough to try and attack him. Luckily, all Toshiro did was hit her a bit too hard right there, because obviously he wouldn't hurt Momo because he loves Momo, but rightfully, he could have clapped her right there. Like, not you attacking me over this nigga like we wasn't mans first, like from the sandbox at that. Anyways, after all this though, she sees Aizen actually is alive and she's thinking, this is great, just to instantly get poked right through the chest. I can't lie, after you stab me like that, that's it. Momo though, she was still trying to stay positive about the whole thing, and that's where people really started to roll their eyes for real, because what are you doing? She was still calling him captain and shit, like girl. But this part right here,
it's the part that I like the most.
What's the part you like the most?
After all this now, Aizen tricks everyone into attacking her and then Toshiro into actually stabbing Momo. So yeah, all this because she loved Aizen a little too hard and he took that fact and said, yeah, I'm gonna use this for later.
Kaneki. We could sit here all day and talk about who got done dirty, but if we ain't mentioning my guy Kaneki first and foremost, we already missed the point of the conversation. This man was a nerd, a bit of a loser, a nobody. I mean, look at him. He's the guy your parents want you to bring home, and there's nothing wrong with that, except he's boring. But luck favored him when one lucky day a nerdy thick chick crossed his path and went out on a date with him. But unfortunately, it wasn't really luck that favored him, and it was the worst date of his life and the worst day of his life. I've personally had bad first dates. I once took a girl to Red Lobster to try and flex. She ordered the most expensive thing on the menu. I got a water and watched her eat. I then took her home on the bus. Yeah, my date might have been a bit worse than Kaneki's, but bro didn't take her out to dinner because he was the dinner. Imagine being white your whole life, then someone takes away all your rights, and now you gotta live with the struggle of being part black. Because that's literally what happened to Kaneki. Bro became biracial because he dated one girl. She turned him into logic. That might be a fate worse than death if you ask me.
So next up, we got every time Kagome let Kikyo do her up. Not gonna lie, I can never be Kagome. There is no way your old bitch comes back to life, kinda, and you're bringing her around me, basically letting her do whatever. You know, the love triangle shit might have been able to work until your old girl is trying to kill me. Just because his old dead bitch, might I add, was feeling away. After that happened, I don't know how Kagome still kept it cute. And it don't even stop there. I don't care what no one says, Inuyasha was continuously picking Kikyo over Kagome. And then he chose her. Which is still not a W to me, because at the end of the day, you're still her reincarnation. So basically, he could have had the original, so he settled with you. And you let him? Like, imagine that.
It's my turn! You told me it was my turn.
You can talk all that you want to, yell and scream, you lost.
It is my turn.
You lost the game.
Even the kisses were off to me. Like, Kikyo got these long, passionate ones, sometimes in front of you, and then for you, you got teeth. I don't know. I just feel like he played in Kagome's face the entire time, yo. And Kagome was a little but she ain't deserve all that. Sis was really thrown into the situation without warning. I'm just confused how they even got through all this.
Man, Gohan had it tough. First he gets kidnapped by his uncle, then his dad dies trying to save him, then a green nigga kidnaps him, forces him to train for almost a year straight to get ready to fight the hardest fight of his life up to this point against the Saiyans, where he then has to watch his homies die one by one, including his new sort of father figure in Piccolo too, until his dad comes and saves the day, nearly dying against Vegeta, and then he has to go to Namek to get the Dragon Balls to revive all his homies that died against Vegeta and the Saiyans. But not only do they run back into Vegeta, who does this weird shit to Gohan.
Understand, it's like the three of us are brothers.
You better stop! But the Ginyu Force 2, who absolutely fucking kill Gohan by snapping his neck with a kick. And then he comes back and has to fight Frieza. And don't even get me started on Cell. Watching your dad die because you weren't serious enough to finish off a villain yourself, that's another level of pain. And bro, don't even let me talk about future Gohan, who didn't even get to fight against Cell because all his homies died to the androids. And by everyone, I mean everyone, including his dad and his mom. And then he died too. Gohan has it tough.
Alright, next up we got Euphemia. Now when I did the poll asking y'all who do you think got violated for the worst reason, this was my pick for sure. She got done filthy, like pisses me off to this day. First off, Euphemia was like the only one in the royal family besides Lelouch actually trying to help the 11s out, unlike her brothers and sisters. Right when her and Lelouch were making progress with the whole thing, that's when everything went to shit. So right before this big announcement that would have helped 11s, Lelouch thought it was a brilliant time to be saying jokes. He was telling her he could really command her to do anything with his Geass if he wanted to. And trying to be funny, he mentions how it could even make her off all the Japanese, aka 11s. Because you know, this is something she would never do. And that's what kind of pisses me off the most, because it wasn't really necessary to say like that. But yeah, anyways, he unknowingly had his Geass activated because it was acting up, and he accidentally put her under a Geass command to off all 11s, and you can just guess what happened next. Imagine trying to do these people right, and this is what happens, like to you of all people. Oh, and not to mention, Yuffie's name was completely tarnished after this. Like, she did not deserve that. I swear they just wanted a shock value moment. Hold, bro.
Natsuki Subaru. Bro is the GOAT when it comes to this isekai stuff. Y'all can argue in the comments about Mushoku Tensei this, Shield Hero that, Slime whatever, but they ain't doing it like Subaru, bro. Bro really is the most down-to-earth character ever written, and the whole anime starts with bro copping some snacks at 7-Eleven, and you know shit's real when you don't even die for you to get isekai. Bro wiped his eyes and was just there. Shit's insane, but not nearly as insane as what he has to go through. He don't get no OP superpower. He ain't naturally good at everything. He ain't even get blessed by any type of god. Bro got cursed with being able to come back to life after dying, and he has to live this new life in this new world with all this dangerous shit while being burdened with this curse and not able to tell anyone about it either. He truly got put in the worst situation an isekai protagonist could have ever been put into, and he's still out here doing it. He might have his mental breakdown here and there, but my GOAT always gets through it. That don't mean he deserved this though.
But wait! There's more!
Let me ask you a question. Give me one reason why this needed to happen to this girl. There's no reason this girl needed to go through this. I'ma just say that now. Like, what reason did they have for adding this scene right here? We couldn't just get Goblin Slayer slaying some goblins. We needed to see this squad of no skins run in there thinking it's zero build, only to get absolutely eviscerated by sweats in the lobby. This section is really supposed to be about the girls only, but really this whole squad ain't deserve this. Like, what happened, man? I'd be so sick if it was my first day out here and now it's my last. Craziest opening to an anime I've seen to this day.
Nina. I mean, what do you guys even want me to say with this one? She got hoed simply because she had a weirdo as a pops. Like, there's no beating that, really. Her mom got it too, but it's worse for her because she's just a kid. And I always wondered, why exactly is he choosing family members? Like, ignoring that's morally wrong? You couldn't find nobody else. Like, why your daughter? Why your wife? Telling me even after the wife situation, you couldn't find at least someone else to work on to turn into a chimera, not your daughter? Yeah, she got hoed. Alright, before we get to the last entry, This video was sponsored by Anime Express, where you can cop all your anime merch, accessories, all that. They definitely have some heat too, so don't sleep. At checkout though, make sure to use my code Lindoo10 for your discount.
My goat Denji, let's keep it a buck. Bro was poor, devil hunting for money, living with his pet devil dog thing, eating moldy bread on the daily if he even ate at all, also eating cigarettes for money, doing anything to get by because his dad owed a debt that he died with and it got passed down onto him. And not only did he then get set up by niggas he was paying to live, he gets beat, ripped apart, and thrown in the trash, only to get revived as a devil by his one and only friend in the entire world, sacrificing himself to save Denji. He then gives himself over to Makima. And spoiler alert for anyone who ain't read the manga, she is literally using him, manipulating him, and doing all this stuff just to get to Chainsaw Man. She gives him a home, money, and a family, all things he's always wanted, and then she takes them away from him one by one, leaving him with nothing in the end. Bro did not deserve any of this.
So yeah, that's the vid, guys. Definitely let us know who else could have been added to this. I was a little picky on my end, but make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and definitely go subscribe to Akite as well. And with all that said, I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Who used to be fake disrespectful. First and foremost, he completely embarrasses Raccoon. While Jace starts talking his shit and whatnot, we get this.
I think it's time to throw some pain on the Barbie. I'm sick of your little games. We are the
He could have let him finish his sentence, like, damn.